What up, folks? I am Ultrazilla, and today I have a review of the Transformers Legacy United Dino King. That's right, my zillions. This is of the Hasbro PulseCon exclusive variety. It's not really exclusive. It was first an exclusive for PulseCon, but now it's being made available on a wider range. There's even going to be like a Japanese release with, more Japanese boxes, which you could order on HLJ, link down below, or you could get it from other retailers coming out in a few months, I guess, as well. Also, links down below, Entertainment Earth, all that. But yeah, this was first to market from PulseCon. I'm just going to call it that because exclusive it is definitely not. What Dino King is a Japanese Transformer from Transformers of Victory, and it comes in this awesome box. Look at the art, that is so classic there for Dino King, and you got the windows here, like classic boxes. Absolutely love this. Here is the back with the Legacy United, cool stuff. Here are all the characters with their awesome Japanese names, and yes, it is as predicted when we were doing this. The Dinobots, the core class Dinobots, redone as Dino King. Scar was the giveaway. He is really Guy Ryu, and yeah, that's cool. We did have Volcanicus, and luckily, it looks like Dino King comes with his own little upgrade kit as far as that is concerned. So we will look at it. If you remember, my Dino King does have an upgrade kit already on it. So we will compare the two when the time comes. We won't be comparing the individual pieces because I got an upgrade kit on it, and I just want to leave it as is. But anywho, this is a very cool box, so without any further ado, let's just get to the review. And here is the Dino Force out of the package. And boy, is this exciting to me. This is so cool. This is what this set of figures was always meant to be. But it's very, very interesting because if you ever watch Transformers Victory, the robots here never really transform into these dinosaur modes. Instead, they kind of ride in or on like these weird, like, pretender, like, dinosaur, like, almost like Dino Rider like shells, which is very interesting, very strange, and I don't know, maybe it was like a little, trying to riff off of Dino Riders at the time. I'm not sure what the concept behind that was, but yeah, that's what the Dino Force was. And then the robots do change into Dino King, and you could tell when they're changing into Dino King that they do have these beast forms, but they just never really use them on the show, which is totally odd. So who do we have here? We have Guy Ryu, we have Kaku Ryu, we have we forgot this guy. We have Doryu, we have Goryu, who's the leader. We have Yoku Ryu, and we have, what's this guy's name? I forget. Rai Ryu, which is cool. So Japanese. I love it. And these guys are very sweet. Now, they have everything they need on them. They're all carrying their weapons or feet or arms, but they all, have a purpose. So let's start with Goryu. Now, the colors of these guys, if I remember correctly, from the cartoon, the anime, like the colors are mimicking the colors of, I could be wrong about this. It's been a minute. The colors of the shells. I believe that's what they're trying to go for here, but I'm not 100% sure. As you can see, he's got his little club weapon on the back. And Goryu in the show in bot mode, like, is the only one of these guys that rides like on top of like his little T-Rex shell thing. And the dinosaurs are all like really, really funny. They're goofy and they're they get into all kinds of trouble. All the rest of the bots ride inside their shells. It's really like pretenders, right? Anywho, this is very cool. I really, really like how the colors look on this. You got the nice green. Then you got silver, which looks really, really good. And it's very interesting. It's a very light silver. It's almost like a metallic white almost, but it's silver because then you got white here, which looks good too. So very nice sculpt if you didn't see any of the Dinobot ones. And I did do all of them separately. And it's cool that this came as a one big set because that was like in G1, and it was a gift set that came out of all of them, though they all came out individually back then too, I believe, right? Anywho, this guy looks cool. I like his little arms, his legs. Again, we got articulation there and there. And that is about it, I think. You can move this up if you want. And the head, of course, moves. The mouth looks really cool on this guy. I like it. It looks good. The red eyes. I like Goryu here and how he looks. It's very, very nice. Here is the back end here. His little tail, which has little guns. Got some black on there. Really nice sculpt. I like the back. All of this looks pretty, pretty neat. Next up, we have Gairyu, and here was the tell. This is how we all knew Dino King was coming. When they announced Core Class Scar here, yeah, it's just like, oh, they're doing a Dino King, aren't they, out of this set? That's what this is all about. Yeah, this is the tell, because there was no Dinobot Ankylosaurus before, and yeah, here we have him. He looks great too in these colors. Beautiful. I love his face. His eyes look great. The green is beautiful. The gray with the green looks great. He's got a fist here for his little ball tail, you know, but it looks good. It looks really good. It's got die-cast content. Look at that big die-cast content. It's awesome. And then you do have articulation and legs on this guy, which is cool. The tail does move as well, which is also cool. And this moves up and down, which is also cool. I love it. It looks fantastic. I love all of the sculpt work on the back. Just very, very nice little guy. He looks so good in these colors. Yeah, I'm really loving how all the dino forms look. Again, because you really never see this on the cartoon, so it is fantastic. The painted green on the face is just so good. Then we got Kakuryu, and he's got all kinds of weapons. He's holding stuff up here. He's got blades, he's got guns, he's got more guns. It's all just sitting up here. He's got mouth articulation. He's got leg articulation. These can go outwards as well. Well, he's got the waist articulation. These can go outwards as well. Nice ratchets there. Just cool. He's got the back leg articulation. Does tail move? The tail does move too, a little bit. He's got Dino King's head under here, which I'm not going to show you. I'm not going to do it. We will wait. But this part is painted over here. You got red over there. His little Triceratops face is looking pretty awesome. These things opened up here look pretty good. So you could get all the guns in there. The other version of this guy, the Dinobot version, these are closed. This doesn't all have this, but I like this up here. Then you got this, again, this kind of like silvery white, like pearlescent. Looks awesome. The sculpt work is great again. Beautiful. I like little Kakuryu. He is pretty cool. Next up, we got Doryu. We're going to call him Adorably, I guess. The little legs. These little legs don't move, but these legs move somewhat. Kind of. They do. If you disattach them. They do. But you should have disattached him. So he doesn't really have that much articulation. We just dropped out his sword. That goes down here. Apologies, Doryu. Oh, I'm gonna remove it for now. Hopefully we don't forget it. He also has this weapon over here that just popped out as I was trying to put the other thing. It is very cool looking. But it's also blaster this way, and then this big thing here. You know, he's got the arms back here. He doesn't look so great. The tail is okay. The blue is nice, and then he's blue and white otherwise. But, you know, he's a little bit weak with what's going on back here. He's got little feeties, of course. But he could be better. He's got nice eyes. He's got nice metallic eyes, which is cool. Then Ryu also lacks the articulation. He's got none, actually. But he's got these giant gun feet. Well, these articulate. Giant gun feet. Yeah, these are the feet of a Dino King. But look at those missiles. That is superb. Look at the gold here. Two different kinds of gold, but it's still cool. It looks very, very nice. It's got red eyes. It looks pretty good. He's got all this hollowness here, but whatever, you know, little core class figures. I think it's good enough. I like it. It's not bad. I especially like how these giant guns look back here. They look, these like missile launchers, look fantastic. Isn't that cool? That is so Dino Riders, you know what I'm saying? That is very awesome. Next and last, we bring in Yoku. Which looks pretty good. Yoku Ryu, with, you know, the little feet up here. This is painted. The wings look pretty good. The white is nice on these guys. I like it. It's kind of like almost off-white or like pearlescent white. It's really cool. He's got red eyes. He's got a big fist gun here, but yeah, it is what it is. You know, it looks good enough. It looks good enough. It works. You know, I mean, it's got a little articulation in the wings, which is pretty cool. The head can move a little bit, then you reveal his robot face. But yeah, it's not so bad. So in this mode, here they are with our trusty Optimus Prime as a size comparison. And here they are with Volcanicus, who does have an upgrade kit on him. That's why I'm not taking him apart to show you them with their counterparts. We will see how big Dino King becomes, because he's got feet too, so we'll see how that works out size-wise with Volcanicus with his kit on. So it's going to be very interesting. So with that all said, we got some transforming to do on all of these figures into robot modes. So let's transform and stomp out. And here's our core class Dino Force, all transformed. I gotta say, I mean, it's not just the colors, but the weapons and the new heads, and just different bits of them that just makes them look very different than how the core class Dinobots looked, which I like. I really do. So let's take a look at every one here. Starting with this dude, and you know, his gun is a fist again, but it's pretty cool. I like the head sculpt. Look at that smirk. Ah, that's a good smirk. That's a good Decepticon smirk. Very, very nice. His red glasses look great. Little Decepticon symbol there. The green is awesome. The white. It's a nice sculpt all around. I do like it. He looks pretty good. Little fist there. Chest piece. The legs. Yes, he's got hollow bits on the back. He's a small little guy. There's the other piece there. Can I just flip this down? I forget. I don't know if I saw that in there. Make it a little flatter. It's about the same. I don't know, right? It's pretty much the same. No, it's higher up there. So I think this going down is better. Anywho, yeah, he's pretty cool. I don't mind him at all. Head moves like so. Waist moves like so. Arms have pretty much a butterfly joint. And then they are on ball joints at the shoulder. And then that's it. For the arms at least. The legs do come out a bit. And then they kick forward. They go back. Ball jointed knee. Pretty good. And, yeah, it could turn. So, yeah, not bad. Not bad for this dude. This dude being Guy Ryu, by the way. I said dude the whole time. Let's leave him there. Oh, let's bring in Kaku Ryu. Now we can see his one weapon is an axe. It does have the gun on this side, so if somebody's come from behind him, he's got it covered. Then he's got this big gun here. Doesn't hold very well, but it's pretty cool. The chest, you know, if you saw the other dude, the Dinobot version, it looks pretty much the same, except Decepticon symbol. The head sculpt is really cool. It's got blue faceplate, which I like a lot, like a metallic blue. And then the red eyes. Very, very classic headgear. The feet look good in this pearlescent white with the gunmetal there. Beautiful. Very, very nice looking. Again, you got some hollow bits in the back. And this gun keeps coming out. But he's okay. He's okay. I like Guy Ryu a little bit better than Kaku Ryu, but he still looks pretty good. He's got waist swivel. The head doesn't... Oh, well, the whole head moves, actually. So, yeah. Then the shoulders are actually on ratchets, which is cool going outwards. I like that. And then the legs pretty much could give you a full split, a little bit better than Guy Ryu. Kicks forward, goes back. The knee does move as well. And there you go. There goes that gun again. Next up, Doryu looks so cool in robot mode. Scythe, sword, both look very good. Very, very nice. And then the colors just look great, man. His head sculpt, we got silver and gold. And it looks awesome. Really, really nice. Great detail. Eyes in red as well. It looks fantastic. Then the blue here, and then you got the Decepticon symbol. Kind of hard to see. Silver waist part there. And the legs are in white, which look good. The blue bits. The little feet look good in gunmetal. He looks awesome. Like, I love the wings up here. Everything folds up real nice. The feet go in there. I mean, the head goes in there. God, this is good. This is definitely a good one, guys. I really, really like this guy. His head moves. His waist moves pretty much the same. Ball joint to shoulder. Swivel at the elbow, which is good. The other two did not have elbow swivels, and that kind of makes him a lot better. Then you have ball jointed hips there. That looks good. Goes back. Knees on a hinge, actually. So, yeah, I mean, the articulation is way better. And you could even do, like, butterfly joints. The articulation's way better here than on the other two. So, Doryu here is, so far, the best. Ryu, Well, I mean, the one thing that's really cool is the feet of Dino King go on his arms as like awesome weapons, and that actually looks really good because a lot of this just goes straight in there, and it feels awesome. Like, it looks great. I think that's awesome with the missiles and stuff. But, you know, just like kind of like Sludge, he's just not a very good looking bot overall. Though I do like him a little bit better. It's just these legs, man. You can't do much with them. You know, like, I mean, you can, but, like, they just look odd. The bottom halves do look good, sculpt-wise. And then this middle part has some silver in there, and that looks pretty good. The chest, it's got molded detail, but it's not much to look at. There's a Decepticon symbol. The rest of the arms actually look decent enough. Both the lower and upper half. And then the head sculpt is decent, too. It's not my favorite one, but it works. Yellow face, red eyes, so articulation, head moves like so. You have upper body rotation here, which is different. Then this guy also has, you know, like a faux butterfly joint, which is cool. And then it does move on a ball joint there, but that's it. And then the legs, this is a hip skirt, which is kind of cool, and it kind of moves. It's very strange, the legs, you know what I'm saying? Like, very, very oddly done. You got a knee hinge there. It works okay. I don't know. This guy is weird. He's a weird shape. The legs just move oddly. Just totally away from his body. So he's a little bit odd. But the upper half is pretty good. Then we got Yoku, who's a little bit boring. The head sculpt it's okay. I mean, I don't love this one, but it's fine. Silver, red. You got this thing here as a gun, I guess. That kind of is okay too. The hands look all right in silver. Most of the body is in white. The bottom half of the legs, you got the periwinkle. You got the silver there. This is what the back looks like. Not much going on there. But it's okay. I don't know. I don't love this one. He's okay. He's got waist swivel. He's got head movement. It's on a ball joint, the head, so you can do a little bit with that. Ball joint at the shoulders. The elbows actually have a rotation. That's fine. It's better than nothing, right? Then the legs, you can do a full split with this guy. Goes forward, goes back. He's got knee bend, so he's got some articulation. But I don't know. Overall, I'm a little bored with him. You can open up his wings, should you wish. So, you can do that. You know, and then you could be flying mode. Lastly, we have the proud leader of the Dino Force. And that is Goryu. And he looks really good. He does. I do like him. He's got this thing here, the little tail gun. But more importantly, they gave him the club. And that's so cool. I really like that. The club is awesome. That's what he uses on the show. So, yeah, I do dig him. The head sculpt is pretty awesome, in my opinion. I really like that. That very much works. Really, really nice. Fantastic head sculpt. I like it. Silver, red. The head is done in out, like kind of pearlescent white. Looks really good. Decepticon symbol, nice prominent on his chest. Sculpt work underneath that looks pretty good. And then going down the body, all the sculpt work is very nice. I really like this color. Again, this light silver for the feet. Really well done. It's chunky. He looks good. The arms look pretty good. The hands in there are decent enough. Good fist. As you can see, he rotates at his like forearm there. Which is pretty cool. And then shoulders are on ball joints. The head does move. The waist does swivel. The legs are on ball joints. Full split. It's pretty cool. And then he's got knee swivel because it's a ball joint. So you can swivel and you can pull it right out of his leg if you're not careful. But Goryu, I think he looks pretty good. He's ready to lead his troops. This is also, you know, like a butterfly joint, which is fantastic. And once again, let's bring in our Volcanicus to see how these guys scale. And yeah, this is going to be interesting. I'm really looking forward to now to, you know, putting together a Dino King to see how he scales with our Volcanicus, even though they're the same. They're different now because my Volcanicus has, you know, a little bit of an upgrade kit on it. So let's see, shall we? And here is the Dino Force with some Autobots from Transformers Victory. with Galaxy Shuttle, who's way too small. Of course, Ara has a lab. Victory Saber, who I'm itching to de-gatai him into Star Saber and Victory Leo. I think I'm going to be going with that very, very soon for my collection. And of course, here they are with the Decepticon Emperor himself, Deathsaurus, who's about to send them into battle. Oh, no, 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 they're not going to go into battle like this, of course, because it is a time for the Dinoforce to achieve a victory and gatai into Dino King. And there's Dino King in all his glory, and he's pretty cool. Not perfect, but pretty cool. But before we get to him, the weapons got tied too. They combined. Yeah, that's what got tied means. So we had this piece that went into this piece and kind of hooked into there. So yeah, the scythe and the axe, and then the sword on top. So that all looks pretty good. And then the two little other pieces, the gun here and that gun, combined for a better gun. And of course, he would be holding these guys. Although, I don't know. Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. And I see. See, this little one was for the smaller figure, and then the fatter one, just got to pop it in more. There we go. Now he's got his guns, and now he's got an arm. And so you hold the guns. Yeah, one of those things, guys. One of those things. That's gonna be a thing that we have to deal with here. Unless we get an upgrade kit, which, you know, hey, I'm gonna be looking because I want to see what people are doing. Especially if I could get a cheap one, like I did for Mr. Volcanicus. So taking a look at Dino King in full. He's pretty cool. Like I said, not without its faults, but, you know, that's what this combiner has, is some faults. I mean, first off, you know, the way they want you to do the Goryu arm, like they have it for the other, for Volcanicus and Grimlock here. I hate it. I'd rather just keep it down like so. The ankle tilt does help do that. Yeah, of course, you're going to have to shift it if you want to do it elsewhere, but the ankle tilts, we didn't go over articulation yet, but he has ankle tilts, but these things pop off kind of easy. Just like we saw with Volcanicus and the upgrade kit, the feet do come out a little bit easy, one side more than the other. I did remedy that on Volcanicus with some nail polish, clear nail polish, so I might do that here as well. Though I must say, on one side of Volcanicus, it did come loose a little bit, so I'm gonna have to redo that. I'll have to do a whole little round of him, but the feet do look good. We got the missiles back there. Yeah, I wish the missiles were, the front part, but, this is what his feet are. Then, this part comes off and went on here, which looks good. These parts look decent enough. You don't see his face, but you see Goryu's face, which is interesting. It's like the only one where you don't see the face of the Dino Force member. It's all right. And then the upper legs, they're okay. They work. So I'll give it that. They work. This part here, I almost forgot it when I did combine it. Kind of like how I did with Volcanicus. But yeah, this has little things here that kind of simulate little abs, I guess. Then we do have the face here of the Triceratops. Again, like Volcanicus. But, it looks fine. It looks fine. Then the arms do look pretty decent. Decent, not like perfect, but decent. Decent enough, I guess. They work. The feet help. Having feet helps because it makes them a little higher and it doesn't look super crazy, like ape-ish, like Volcanicus did without the upgrade kit. Oh, man, this one does come out really easy. I did want to just take out this. So this is attached to this post here, and it just pops out way too easy. So yeah, upgrade kit. I'm looking for you, because I like already here. Like I don't like how this works, because it's supposed to have it like this, and then these arms like this, but it doesn't work super well. Oh man, things love coming out. That's the thing with combiners. Yeah, because you see the arms. If you want to turn it like this, so you can have this going on, these wings do tend to want to pop out. So it's a little bit of a hassle the way they have it. But does it look bad? No. Like I said, I think it looks better than Volcanicus did at its base. He's got a much more, like, Transformers Combiner look than Volcanicus does. Maybe because he's an actual combiner from the show and Volcanicus wasn't. But, I think it looks good. Like, the colors look cool, like I said. There's a traditional combiner look to this guy that I do enjoy. His ribs over here in gold, and the arms look good overall. As long as they function and they look good. Like, I feel like the arms are where I want to upgrade it more than the legs now, because the legs they did give us feet this time, which was a good thing. Oh, come on. Just hold on, guy. All right, see? Look what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get this into here and that into there. Am I not hooking up one side? Is that maybe what the problem is? Nah, it's just, I think... it's just that one thing. Just, you move one thing and something else likes to fall apart. Anywho, let's talk about the important part. The head sculpt, which we haven't seen yet. He's so cool. He's regal. He looks awesome. I love the Dino King head. It is a classic Transformers head. Classic combiner face. Really, really nice. I love it. It looks so good. Those lines coming down from his eyes just look menacing. Not menacing, but menacing. And I just love how his head sculpt is overall. Like, I love the helmet part, the face part. Everything looks very, very cool. It's just an awesome looking combiner. in total, I do appreciate this guy, and having him in the collection in this, where's his foot, in this form, despite all the problems, is pretty awesome. I mean, it is definitely one I wanted to have, and it's just cool. Yeah, he's small. He's a core class. Do I want a big one? I do. Surprised they never gave us that for the power of the primes, you know, like, I feel like, even though I wouldn't want it unless it's like one gift set like this was, but if you do go back and transform that one into a combiner, a Dino King combiner, and gave us Scar in that set. Scar? Well, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, Scar. Obviously, it would be Scar. Like, I would, that would be acceptable to go back to that mold, because that, you know, I give it some little upgrades. Would be cool. I think they could work it out. What do you guys think? Do we want to see that? Power to Primes coming back? The Dinobots as Dino King in a set with a new piece. How would you guys feel about that? I would feel pretty good. Like, I think that would really, really work out, for me at least. I would accept it. Or just give us a whole new one. But I can't see them doing that. Because they just did all the Dinobots in Studio Series, and they didn't make that into a combiner. So you'd have to go back to Power to Primes to give us Dino King. Just add an extra piece. I think they could do it. I think it's a possibility to be able to get done. But this was cool. It's going to be fun to have this guy in the collection either way. And the articulation on this guy, the head swivels. The body does move right there. The arms moves like so. This can go upwards, which is cool. You do, that's going to happen a lot. Let's see. Can we do it this way better? Bicep swivel. Then the elbow, as you saw. Oh my gosh. Okay. Moves, but you have to finagle it around. It does move, though. The wrists do move, and they move inwards too, which is kind of cool. Then the legs do move outwards a bit, but not much. Actually, they should move all the way, shouldn't they? Well, almost all the way. So that's kind of cool. Then it kicks forward. You do have a thigh swivel. The knee bends. The feet fall off. You do have swivel there as well. Then over here, I'm just going to do it like this. There's your ankle tilt. Tilts pretty far, which is good. You need it for sure. But you do need these to stay in, all the more better. I'm not going to, just to update what I said, I'm not going to, well, I don't know if I said it quite yet. I said it, but I don't think you've seen it yet. I don't think I will nail polish them in. And I'm probably going to say that in 3, 2, 1. Well, not 3, 2, 1, but in a few seconds. All right, gang, but how does he stack up to Volcanicus with that upgrade kit? Pretty good. He's just a little bit shorter. Just very, very little. And that is because this guy, these have those, if you don't remember them, they have, see what happened here? Nail polish, clear nail polish, took off some of the paint, but it's from the inside, so it doesn't matter. They have that little piece, and then it goes downwards into a ball joint. So it is just a few inches taller because of it, but the ball joints really work, and these are awesome. Even though they're like just 3D printed things, they just work so much better, and the arms just look just awesome. I love those fists. So even if the same company gives us, and they might already have it, I haven't checked. TF Safari usually carries that. I want to see what they've sculpted. So for this, how does it differ? will it work? It should work because they did it already. Just have to change the colors and stuff. But these fists are awesome. These arms are pretty awesome. These lower arms and the feet and a little bit of like filler, which I originally broke. It just definitely helps. You know, like here's that. See, that has some open areas back there, and this fell off again. We got it right back in. And this was all covered up in the back. You got fill, you know, that was covered, those were covered, so doesn't matter on the back, not really, but the fact that they did it is cool. I guess it's more if you discombine it, and like I've said, I don't want to do that. I haven't wanted to do that, but man, yeah, Volcanicus like that is just, with that kit, is just so much better. So yeah, I really wouldn't mind having Dino King have a bit of an upgrade as well. You think I should do it? Let me know down below. And here he is with Galaxy Shuttle, and actually that works very well. I just realized Galaxy Shuttle doesn't have on his little extra feet things from the platform. I don't know where they are. They must be here somewhere. Surprised he doesn't have them on. But if he did have them on, he'd be a little bit taller, and that would work really awesome. So if you know the show, that works. Oh, and hey, I found one of the platforms, so now you can see the height a little bit better. Doing a little bit of a balancing act. I don't know where the other one is. Well, I'll find it. But yeah, with that, they stand at the same height, head to head, and that is pretty awesome. But of course, he's going to be much smaller than Deathsaurus. It is what it is. And my final thoughts, this turned out pretty good overall. Like, the dinos are okay. The robot modes are really, really good of the individuals. They did a really good job translating those characters into these molds. I think they turned out great. Dino King is pretty cool. I love the head sculpt. It's got issues, as I've outlined, but overall, I do like it. I think it's pretty cool. I'm less inclined to upgrade this guy than I was with Volcanicus, and that's mostly because they did give us the feet. Like, if they had given us feet for Volcanicus, like, the arm thing would have been less of a, like, thing. I would have been like, doesn't really need it because the feet makes it look better, you know, but they didn't, and Volcanicus just looked bad without it. He had a charm, but he looked bad, right? And then the upgraded Volcanicus looked awesome. At least the upgrade kit I used, which was a 3D printed one from TF Safari. But, and you could have bought that in another place. I'm forgetting what it's called. But, you know, this guy, less inclined to do it. I'll see, but less inclined to do it just because I think he looks pretty cool. The fact that this guy was, like, also, like, at the time I got it, an exclusive to PulseCon, I kind of want to mess with it less than the other one, which I got individual bots over time. So, I don't know. I'm less inclined to do it, is what I'm saying. I think I'm pretty satisfied with the way this came out. I'll look into it, but I don't know. I don't know if I will, but there you go. And now everybody else who didn't get this at PulseCon is going to have a chance to order it because it's up for pre-order overall. So it was just like a first for PulseCon, and it goes this way. But, you know, you're going to be able to pre-order. And I should have a link to one of those pre-orders down below. So do support the channel. Click that link. Order yourself a really cool Dino King. Although I think it's actually a little more expensive now than it was when it was exclusive. You know, you gotta give something to the folks that ordered it when it was initially dropped. Because, I mean, then why bother? You know what I'm saying? But there you have it. I think my review overall is favorable. I do like this guy. I like the character. And I think they did a decent job overall. And there you have it, guys. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you're new to the channel, why don't you go ahead and sub yourself for daily content. And let me help you diversify your collection. Till next time, peace out, peeps.